Hi everyone, hope everyone's well and looking forward to starting school if you haven't already started school this week. So on Wednesdays we're going to be doing Psalms walks, which we're going to be visiting different Psalms on our walks. Now if you can't do the Psalms walk with your family in the evenings or whenever on the weekends, then if you walk to school, do it on a walk to school, or if you're around school, do it around school. Try and remember what I've said in the video and do the Psalms walk at school or whenever you're on a walk, when you can do it. If you don't hear all the instructions that I say now in the video, at the end of the video there will be a picture of the little Psalms walk that we're doing, so don't worry if you don't hear it all now. So we are going to be unpicking Psalm 6. So it says, "Get away from me, all you who do evil, because the Lord has heard me cry." Now, before you go out to a walk, pray to God and ask him to meet you while you go out on this walk and let him speak to you through his creation. So this psalm was written by David during very difficult times, and David is weak, tired and upset, but he knows that God hears him and will come to his rescue. And that's something we must always believe, that no matter what situation we're in, God hears our cries, God hears our pain, God hears what difficult times we're going through, and he will come and rescue us. And it might not be in our time, it might not be when we want something to happen, but God always has a plan, and it's always in his time. And that's just something we need to have faith about. Something that we said on Sunday about learning to have more faith. That is an example of when you need to have more faith. So in verse 2, it says, "Lord, have mercy on me because I am weak. Heal me, Lord, because my bones ache." So when you're on your walk, don't think about anything else, but just feel your body walking. So feel your muscles moving. How are your muscles moving? What ways do they walk? How do your feet move? Your bones and everything are working together to make you walk. Think about your movements and how you are walking, and ask God to protect and care for your physical body. So heal any pains you might be having, any joints or bones or anything that might be sore. But pray to God to protect your physical body and ask him to strengthen you on your walk. Then in Psalm 5, it's not Psalm 5, it's Psalm 6. So we're unpicking Psalm 6, sorry. So it's Psalm 6 verse 5, and it says, "Dead people don't remember you, those in the grave don't praise you." So look out for things which appear to be dying. So it might be because we're changing seasons soon. Leaves are going to start falling off the trees, and you're going to start noticing life cycles changing. So things dying, like sticks, leaves, grass, anything that may be appearing to be dying. Look at it. Obviously nature, not animals or anything, just nature. Look for the leaves and flowers and sticks that might be falling there because they're dying, and consider the cycle that they live. So they start as a seed, then they grow, and then they blossom into something beautiful, and then they die, but they fall back onto the floor, and then they become fertilizer for the ground, and then they start that cycle all over again. So then they help something grow. So while you're thinking about that cycle, pray to God and ask him to speak to you, to understand his bigger plan for you. So God's got a plan for us. He knew a plan for us before we were even born. So ask him to speak to you and help you understand his plan that he has for you. And then in verse 6, it says, "I am tired of crying to you. Every night my bed is wet with tears. My bed is soaked from my crying." So what you're going to do is you're going to look for a source of water. It could be a river, it could be a spring, it could be anything around you. And can you make ripples in the water? Now please speak to your adults before you go do that. Don't go jump into water if you're not allowed to. So ask your adults first. And if it's a river, a very big river, you don't need to jump in to make ripples. You can throw something in, maybe a stone or a stick or something, to make the water ripple. and watch the ripples disappear and ask God to take away anything in your life that may be hurting you or making you sad. Now, some things I think, oh, that's such a tiny thing that's making me upset. I'm not going to pray to God because God's got so much more things to worry about than that little thing on my heart. But do you know that little thing in your heart might be something holding you back from something great? So no matter how small or how little you think your issue is, or something that's making, as long as it's making you sad, ask God to remove it. Take it away from your heart, hand it over to God, and let Him deal with it. And then there's the instructions of the psalm are that it's to be sung in the lowest octave. So this psalm that we've just discussed should be sung in the lowest octave, which is a note in music. I don't really know music, so I can't explain that anymore. But it's obviously something very deep sound. So while you're on your walk, I would like you to pause and listen. What is the lowest, deepest sound that you can hear? Now, if you want to walk near the river, it might be a train nearby, and that might be the lowest sound that you might hear. But think about, listen to the lowest sound or the deepest sound that you may hear. And remember that God is with us at our lowest moments, and He hears our deepest cries, no matter what. And even if you feel that you're alone, don't worry. God will always be there. You know that He's just a prayer away. He's not far. He might seem far, but He's sitting right next to you. He's right next to you. He's around you wherever you are. Just pray to Him, even in your deepest, darkest secrets, or even when it's something so tiny. Pray to God and He will heal you, and He will give you that comfort that you need. So I hope if you haven't gone back to school and you're going back to school tomorrow, I hope you have the most amazing day at school. If you have been at school, enjoy the rest of the week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.